On the beach of Ubebe, a fishing community in the Niger Delta, protesters demand journalists get off the boat to hear what they have to say. About 2 million lives were devastated by the Bonga oil spill, they say, holding up water that appears to be polluted with oil. They say their children are always hungry because there's no fish to eat or sell.
It destroyed the river. So we don't kill fish again. We don't kill fish again. The river is polluted. There is no fish.
But Shell says the spill from its Bonga oil field was cleaned up swiftly after the leakage, and it never harmed the communities. The company says there was another spill from an unknown vessel shortly after the Bonga spill, and Shell spent several $1 million cleaning up both spills, even though the second was not their fault. Protesters demand humanitarian aid, payment for lost incomes, and that Shell clean up the oil, saying oil companies have been taking advantage of Niger Deltans for decades.
This is where the pipe pass. Oil pipeline. This is high pressure pipeline. As you can see, the pipe, they are corroded. If this pipe mistakenly gets split now, there will be oil spillage all over. This place, there is crude passing this place.
Others lead us to their nearby village where they live in abject poverty next door to a processing plant. About an hour away by speedboat in the nearest city, Wari, traditional rulers say they want to negotiate with the company, known locally as SPDC, for the sum of $5.6 billion in compensation.
We are here as a people, collectively with one voice. Let our cry be heard. Let bogus bill of SPDC in 20th December 2011 be adequately compensated, the communities cleaned, relief materials sent, and let us be paid. I will want to rest my case. Our reaction.
Other leaders say Niger Delta communities have in the past failed to extract compensation from oil companies because they are hopelessly divided on the issue of who is and who is not owed. Some attendees say they believe that if Shell does pay the communities, the only real beneficiaries will be the leaders. Early this year, the Nigerian government said it was fining Shell $11.5 billion for the Bonga spill. Shell says it has never paid any fines because it is not liable, legally or otherwise. Protesters on the beach say the issue is simpler than that. They want the company to pay up or get out.
The next step we'll take, if the protest do not succeed, SPDC will leave our land. That's what we'll do. And no army man can stop us.
In the past, Niger Deltans have rebelled against oil companies and the government. Traditional leaders say they fear more unrest in the Niger Delta if the people's concerns are not addressed. Heather Murdock for VOA News, Ubebe, Nigeria.